Hello and welcome in our YouTube channel Metallurgical Facts. Subscribe our channel and press bell icon to get notification. You can also follow us on our Facebook and Instagram page for daily quizzes and practice. In case of any query, write us on metallurgicalfacts@gmail.com. In previous video, we understood the basic introduction of iron, and the objective of this video is to introduce one of the commonly used non-ferrous metal, aluminum. Aluminum is the most abundant metal in the earth crust. It contributes almost 8.1% by mass in earth crust. Aluminum is second most malleable metal and the sixth most ductile metal. These are the some basic properties which are listed here. Aluminum is non-ferrous metallic element with the symbol Al and atomic number 13. Atomic mass of aluminum is 26.98, having a specific gravity 2.7. In previous video, we already understood the relationship between specific gravity and density. The crystal structure of aluminum is FCC at room temperature. Melting point of aluminum is 660 degrees centigrade and boiling point is 2470 degrees Celsius. After after this, we will see the few important properties of aluminum. Aluminum have many desirable properties, including low density with high strength. The next one is excellent corrosion resistance, and the other property that is high electrical and thermal conductivity, and these are non-magnetic in nature, and these are easily recyclable metal. These this is because the remelting of aluminum scrap consumes only 5% of energy required to make primary aluminum from bauxite. Aluminum metal is never found in nature because it reacts with water and air to form powdery oxides and hydroxides. These are the basic ore minerals of aluminum, that is gibbsite, bauxite and diaspar. So bauxite is primary source of world's aluminum and it supplies 99% of metallic aluminum. Other use of these ores are production of synthetic corundum and refractories. So bauxite is the name for a mixture similar minerals that contains hydrated aluminum oxide. These are gibbsite, diaspar and boehmite. Bauxite forms when silica in aluminum bearing rocks is washed or leached out. Many other minerals are listed here, that is corundum, syenite, alunite, leucite, kaolinite. These are these may be options in upcoming years for the production, but now the extracting the metals from the most of these minerals is very energy intensive and the process are expensive. So after understanding the basic properties and mineralogical characteristics of aluminum ore, we will try to understand the concept behind the aluminum production from its naturally occurring ores. So, aluminum is basically made from bauxite, an abundant ore that contains aluminum hydroxide, iron oxide, silica, and titanium oxide as impurities. So, before producing aluminum, we need pure alumina, and pure alumina can be produced from bauxite ore. So, the production of aluminum is basically the combination of two processes, such as leaching and electrolysis. By using leaching and electrolysis together, one can produce aluminum. In leaching, the extraction of pure alumina is done from the bauxite ore. Basically, pressure leaching is used for this purpose. Whenever we use sodium hydroxide as a leaching reagent, the process is known as Bayer's process, and when we use Na2CO3 instead of sodium hydroxide, the process is known as sintering method. By using Bayer's process or sintering method, we get pure alumina. After getting pure alumina, the electrolysis process is employed for the reduction of pure alumina into aluminium. The process of electrolytic reduction of Al2O3 into aluminium is known as Hall-Héroult process. Hall-Héroult process requires the high purity alumina, cryolite, and ashless carbon electrodes. This is how the aluminum can be produced at industry level. We will see these process in details in our upcoming videos of extraction of non-ferrous metals. So now we will see the application of aluminum. There are many applications that take advantages of aluminum's desirable properties, especially the properties of low density, high strength, toughness, and weldability. Due to their good ductility and high strength, aluminum alloys are often used for aircraft and aerospace applications. This is also used in automotive industries due to the low weight and high strength ratio. Aluminum is also a good conductor of electricity and it costs less than copper. The cables in the electrical transmission lines are made of aluminum, which reduces the cost of the transmission lines. And there are many other applications of the aluminum because of the formability and malleability properties. That is, uh, aluminum is used for cans, foils, kitchen utensils, pots and pans, window frames, and there are many other equipments which is produced by using aluminum. Thank you guys for your attention. Hoping you guys have learned something new in our video. To get notification of upcoming video, subscribe our channel and press bell icon. Thank you.